B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All we need is a 10 and a 5 or a car and a key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run.
Guys, Monday. Cold Monday. And, oh my God, it has warmed up, which is weird. Well, not really, the way the whole solar thing works. It's been 20 and 21 below without the wind chill all day long. And right now, with the wind chill, it's only 22 below. So, we've actually warmed up. Okay, so I never said that I have a great memory. What were we just talking about? No, I'm just kidding. It was brought to my attention. Not only have I reviewed the Oatmeal Stout from Samuel Smith's, but Mike over at the Recoil channel gave it to me, and it also got E-scaled. Okay. I don't know where I put it on the E-scale, and like I said, I don't think I've become more susceptible to giving everything high scores. I think I'm just appreciating what they are better. So here's how this is going to play out. I want to thank a few people and show you a couple things, and I'm going to drink this one and give another quick review on it as how I think about it right now today. And then, I know, look at the shit that I do for you guys. I'm going to put myself through another brew review, so you're getting a twofer today. I'm only doing that because, technically speaking, that one's been reviewed and it's in the E-scale somewhere. Just knowing what I know about Samuel Smith's, I'm sure it had to have been, well, I was kind of a cheapskate for a while, but I'm guessing it was, God, I can't believe I would have rated it that low. I'm going to guess that I might have said an 8 or an 8.5, because I know for a long time there wasn't anything higher than that. And then following that one, because both these came from Travis this time around, we're going to look at Young's Double Chocolate Stout. This one is 5.2%. And the first one is not listed. Okay. Okay, but I don't want this to be super ass long. Oh, because I know and care so much about my anti-gun, I guess I can't say liberal, because I have met some, well, they were liberal, they were just rhinos. Something interesting I found, I don't know why, because I get in these moods and I like rotate through the gun collection, and if I have a suitable holster, I carry it. And except for the Casoul, you know, if someone out there wants to make me an inside the waistband holster for the Casoul, just kidding, it'd be hitting my ankle. Lately, I have been just wanting to carry the Walther, the P99. It's a 40, and the only holster I have for this is the Aegis, and the only holster I have for this is the Aegis. So, but I found this to be curious. Actually, you just saw me pull it out of a holster. I'm actually home from giving my friend a hand. I'm already in my jammies, so I have my jammy holster on. But what I thought was very interesting is, you know, you're desperate to carry something and you're going through the rest of your holsters, wanting to know if something even comes close. This is my Pitbull holster for the XDM 3.8. Now, I would not consider that these guns were similar in size, but boy, it sure works nice with the XD holster. So, which brought me to another holster. I don't even know who makes this one. It's something that New York Half-Ass Prepper gave me. I think Ben. You know that other guy? It's a transparent holster, and it works nice with the jammies because it has a big belt clip that's open at the bottom, and it's never mind, we don't care. Okay, like I said, talk and review at the same time. This is what the cap looks like. It's kind of funny because every single time I see anything from Samuel Smith's, I automatically think of my good friend Jerry, Woodswalker 67, because I know it's one of his favorites. I know it's not going to be necessary to use the flavor enhancing glass, but okay. So here's the pour for the second time, I guess. And we don't know shit about the carbonation because can't see anything through this. Got about a half a finger of head. It's kind of pillowy, which doesn't surprise me at all for a oatmeal stout. Cheers. Oh, it smells like beer. Cheers. Unlike my staple oatmeal stout, this one has it's a little bit more robust, a little bit more earthiness, and those the roasted like malts to it. It's got a little bit of a citrus kind of a hit to it. Alcohol, I don't think this one is very high. 5.5. Why would I be able to count on my own memory? Yeah, I got a good memory. It's called HempSeedAddict. This is, oh, and I say it, my usual oatmeal stout is from Lake Superior Brewing Company right here in my hometown. And my only real complaint about their oatmeal stout is I love the flavor, but it's really low in carbonation. Like if I, sent it via the soccer company, I mean the U.S. Postal Service, you'd probably think that I just got kind of a flatter one. It's not flat, but it certainly doesn't have the energy that this has. Let's just get to it. E scale. So it's pretty good. Roasted malts, chocolate, not really really up front. A little bit of coffee in there. I'm sure I didn't give it that rating before, but I think I'd actually call this a 9 now. So, okay, that's that one. Let's take a little breather. First, just because I'm going, well, first I'd like to say thank you to 3 really good friends and Chuck. First, a Christmas card from Matt over there at Rise Arms. That one. Then this is another very, oh, sorry, did I show the card long enough? See that? That's the U.S. government, and there's a liberal reindeer. Just waiting for a handout. Matt, you should know better than that shit. This one from my big brother, Paul, and his lovely wife, Diane. The other one is from Matt and his lovely wife, but I don't think he's ever mentioned her in video, so I'm respecting the privacy. On the other hand, Paul has mentioned Diane and showed her, so that is a cool card. It's textured, it's sparkly, and it just makes me want to blow up that snowman. So thank you, Paul and Diane. Next, Mr. 45 Bullet and that piece of shit gun that he recently bought. Yeah, honestly, I think if I was in the market to, well, I'm always in the market. I'd love to be able to get another 1911. Well, no, to be honest, if in the order in which I'd buy them, I'd buy a commander size Ruger SR 1911 as a carry gun. But if I were to be treating myself, I would get that right there. That is very nice. So, thank you, Bill, and your lovely wife and daughter. And then last and absolutely least is from Chuck and his lovely wife, which, again, for privacy, I'm sure she tries to not associate herself as much as possible with him too. So this is one of those. Actually, I'm not sure if this is something that they bought or made. This is the kind of artistic stuff that my aunt does all the time. So, just all kidding aside, I don't consider Chuck a good friend. And endless shit. So thank you, Chuck. That is actually a nice card. Being that it's Chuck, you always look for some kind of hidden messages. I made Ms. Bomey open it too, just in case it had like sarin gas or anything like that in there. My good, and pretty old, and I mean old in age, not old in how long I've known him. Would be TheMultiGunMan, another one of my north of the border buddies. Hello, penis breath. See, evidently, I by accident got someone else's package, so I thought you might like these bumper stickers for your gun room / man cave. I got them at the local gun range. Yes, I know. I'm probably the greatest individual you have ever known. Enjoy the bumper stickers and have a awesome Christmas and New Year. Your hero, TheMultiGunMan. And the sticker is: kids who hunt, trap, and fish don't mug little old ladies. Saskatchewan Alliance of Wildlife and Agriculture. So, yeah, that'll go. Maybe I'll put it over there with Nixon. But he gave me 2 of them, so I'll stick one on the back of some liberal's car. And then, okay, let's open up this. I have, honestly, I hate this. Well, yeah, be like, I've never had this. Well, you did a review on it a year ago. I don't believe I've had this. Young's double chocolate stout. Oops, the Enterprise came in upside down on that one. See, we're rushing this along for. Actually, more people seem to get pissed off when I make the short video, which I don't know why. Once again, very, very deep dark color. Ain't no light making through that. A good finger plus of head. That smells good. You know, it really helps when the beer smells good. It's like yesterday. The yards. Honestly, I could have drank a 12er of that yesterday. It's just, there was just something about the smell, you know. Unless the glass was not. Our dishwasher sucks. A friend of mine owned the same one, and he's one of those guys who does all of the research, and I'm just like, well, if he got one, I could be wrong. But this one's been a piece of shit since the day we got it. I think the float sticks, the door seal isn't good. It sits right here, and I've come downstairs and found it raining on the bench. Yeah, that's not good. So, but either way, that Yards IPA, it was very, very tasty. This one also smelled like beer. Shockingly, a double chocolate stout. Smells like chocolate. And tastes like chocolate. It has a nice roasted malt to it, though. I've had some of the chocolate stouts that kind of tasted like chocolate milk and not beer. I mean, they were okay, but this one, they were just kind of like too bland. Where this one has it's like that is in there, that earthiness, that extra little dash of flavor. And for being double chocolate, you get kind of a milk chocolate and a dark chocolate kind of flavor, but it's not like sweet. You know, I don't kind of think if I've had any that have been like almost like syrupy, kind of over chocolatey sweet. This one's just right. And to the last thing, I'd like to say thank you to Pete at the Armory channel and his lovely wife. I have no idea what you're thinking. Sent a box of Italian cookies, and through no fault of yours, Pete, it's like okay, so the mailman comes, and you know, I'm sure he's got shit to do. He doesn't want to have to carry around a whole bunch of boxes and mail. First he delivers the mail, and then he goes does his circle, gets back in his truck, and then comes to a stop at the house and to drop off boxes. And literally, I shit you not, it's like I've got like 3-4 steps up to my house, but they're fairly aggressive. So literally, you can just stand right here and grab the door handle right here. I see him grab the door handle and just lob this box in, and you just hear whomp. I mean, it's just like, wow, I wonder how many times that poor box is. I mean, shit, we got some of these ones that started off life as a round ball that, and then they're moist. So it's like, how do you break a moist cookie? So yeah, he's got these things, which are twice the size of his penis. So Bill tells me. Then I'm at least as qualified as the knob that was at Mandela's funeral. Then he sent Ms. Bomey, him and her. This was Pete and his lovely wife. Sent Ms. Bomey a box of chocolates, and then there was a box in there that said "Gay Eric." And even though I already have one that says the Armory channel, I was, at least hoping for an Armory channel cup so that I could, have one down here on the in the man cave and then have one I could actually drink coffee out of. But as it turns out, that he sent me a defective one, a Glock Perfection cup. I know I'm sure he thinks he's funny. I know, you guys, that some of you are Glock fans, and I'm sorry for you. But, and yes, and I know I do also have a Glock, and it's not my least favorite gun. The little thing is actually, it's kind of funny, I've got the welfare on me now, but for the last 3 days I was carrying that. As a side note, if anybody you have them, because I know they're kind of pricey, that my Crimson Trace laser came on, but it was like half the brightness. I'm just like, already? It's got 2 pretty big sized batteries in there, and I haven't really used it all that much. I mean, I realize when you have it out, you're compelled to play with it and, you know, stick the red dot on, you know, your favorite neighbor. I don't do that. And it was like half the brightness, and it's like you'd play around with the button a few times, and all of a sudden it would get bright, and I was like, okay. So I brought it down here and pulled the kit out that comes with it, and I punched the pin out, and I pulled it out, and I cleaned everything inside real good, and I think it might have just been not getting full contact on one of the batteries, because put it back together, and now it's like you can, you know, like cook an egg with it. But yeah, I'm not a Glock fan, but that one isn't all that bad. And I do have some exciting stuff coming to play with on that. One of the things that I really like about the XDM is the extra sleeve, so you can use a higher capacity mag in it. Well, there's a company called X-Grips, and they make sleeves so that you can convert your Glock 26 and Glock 27 and actually use the Glock 23 and 22 mags, so you get a full grip. So it's a similar thing, which actually might make that something I would probably shoot a lot more. I shoot it enough to stay proficient with it, and as much as I always bitched about the Glock and I hate the angle on it and I hate the way it feels in my hand, it's impossible to argue with the fact that I'm fairly accurate with the thing. So Travis, that's funny. Yeah, Travis, we're right in the middle of reviewing 2 brews that you sent. He's wanting to know if we're freezing to death up there. We're not. Well, not inside. Back to this. So thank you guys for everything. MultiGunMan, Matt, Mr. 45 Bullet, Bill, Chuck, and Paul and Diane. Thank you very much for the cards. I truly apologize. Between me and Ms. Bomey, mostly Ms. Bomey, we're usually very into the season, but this particular year there's a bunch of not so good stuff going on, and neither one of us have really been committed to the whole holiday thing. As a matter of fact, the woman that goes nuts over decorating for Halloween, Valentine's Day, Christmas, all of the above, wasn't even going to do a tree until Samantha pretty much brought all the stuff in and forced her to put it up. So we didn't get a single card out this year. So if you're watching this, I was gonna send you one. So I apologize. So just pretend I did. Young's double chocolate. Definitely a multiple dimensions just to that chocolate taste in there. What did it say? 5 point something? 5.2? Something that you could enjoy all night long and, not get wrecked. I'm not like Captain chocolate. You know, I'm not the, you know, like for instance, she's you know safe that I won't be eating any of her chocolates out of her sampler pack there. But in a beer, I do, you kind of do get in the moods where I do enjoy that. And this is very tasty. I like the roasted malts and characteristics to it with the chocolate. Is it the best example? To be honest, I think to this moment in time, one of my favorites was Chocolate Sombrero from Clown Shoes, Mercury Brewing Company. Clown Shoes, minus. Just seems silly. I mean, how do you break into the market and say, come and try some awesome microbrew? We are Clown Shoes. On the E scale, like I said, it's not the best of the chocolate stouts, but it is very enjoyable. I would probably give this a I would probably give this a 9. I'd probably give it an 8.5, but Travis might cry just a little, you know, because he was really hoping for something. So I'm just gonna, you know, shoot it up to a 9, just so that he doesn't, you know, feel bad. Actually, he doesn't give a shit. Travis doesn't know crap about beer. Probably bought it because he either asked the guy that was running the place what was good, or because it had a cool bottle, and we all know where that can go. So, and then, it's 9, and then I have to think of when I'm going to be able to do the year-end extravaganza. There's a couple of guys, especially you know, pretty much anybody that was here for the shoot this year that I wish lived closer to help, because to seriously think about drinking 10 beers and leave the camera on until that's all over, it's bound to be very ridiculous somewhere after the 7th one. Right now there's 6 sitting there. So I don't even know, as far as you gotta find 4 more, or find some that are, say, better and something gets pulled out of spot. It's really hard to argue though with I think you see the Mullen frame. There you go. The High Lie, which is the one with the secret code. Resin, global warming, 1050. Oh. I mean, just to show my honesty here, New York Half-Ass Prepper, you're the one that always makes sure that I'm hooked into the 1050s, and I very much appreciate it. But my place that I've been telling you guys about, that starting to carry some high-end stuff. Voila! They had 3 things from Oscar Blues, one of which I bought and will be doing a review on it. But 1050, they had it. Now I guess I shouldn't open my mouth. I don't know if this is going to be something they're going to continuously have, because that back, you know, walk-in beer cave has kind of been hit and miss. Some of the things like the stuff from Clown Shoes, they did not restock on anything after that last run, except the Chocolate Sombrero. I was going to treat myself to one this weekend, and if you saw my bank statement, you understand why I didn't. But yeah, that Chocolate Sombrero, that's pretty good. I'm almost wondering if maybe I should run over and get one of those, because in my top 10 as much as the Blue Corn Unidragon was, equally as good was the Vampire Slayer, which actually I think I do have one of those coming. Hopefully. There's a few of you guys that I have been wanting to send some stuff out to. Hazman, you're one of them, but there is no way in hell I'm going to jeopardize it, because I know that you're going to get a mess if it leaves here or even comes here this time of the year. It's such a gamble, because of the temperature. But yeah, I might have to stop over there. But I'm trying to figure out when I'm gonna do this. I decided that I'm gonna go give my friend a hand tomorrow. Probably do I don't know, 9 or 10 hours, giving him a hand on his project so he can get into the damn house. But I'm staying home on Wednesday, so that means if I was actually to do the year-end thing, it would have to happen tomorrow, and that's just not gonna happen. So we're gonna have to figure out when we're gonna do this, and do it on either a Friday night or a Saturday. So, and you guys live close, you want to come in and split half of the 10 with me, you just let me know, and we'll talk about it. Beer Bitch is not getting half of any of those. I will drink them all myself before I allow that to happen. Okay, this has been long enough. We got 2 reviews in one. So both of these obviously get the nod. This round was from Travis, DJ Alkaline 1, and both of these are actually a product of England. Okay. Again, thank you to everybody, and thank you so much, Pete, for the Glock cup. Okay, tomorrow. Let's look at something from Paul. Getting down there. Eeny, meeny, miny. Is this the only one? Only one from him in a can? Resolution. Oh, that's kind of appropriate, isn't it? Resolution Rye Stout. What can I tell you about that? 6.8% by volume. Spicy malt, backbone, Belgium yeast. And another PA, a PA brew. So let's take a look at this tomorrow. Otherwise, yeah, I'll tell you Happy New Year tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow, and if you're anywhere near where I am, I recommend that you stay inside, because it's miserable. It's actually gotten colder in the time that we've been doing this. Okay, guys, enjoy your night, and we will see you tomorrow.